Tatum Paxley has officially made her main roster debut. Smackdown is over. Let's talk about it because it was a banger. So the main event for tonight was... I almost said Tatum Paxley. Jade Cargill versus Charlotte Flair. By the way, before I get into Tatum Paxley's debut, these two ladies put on an absolute banger, and I'm so glad. It was a nice change of pace to see the women main event SmackDown, and even with the Kevin Owens and CM Punk face-off, even with the Randy and Cody stuff, these ladies absolutely deserve to main event the show, and they put on an incredible match. And then the baddies, of course, Beechin came out and tried to help Jade Cargill, and then Alexa Bliss returned, and I was like, okay, it looks like we're not going to be getting Tatum's debut. It could happen in the main event, but I don't really see it. But even though Alexa Bliss returns, she still has an injured arm. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, that's interesting. I wonder why she's coming back to save Jade, or to save Charlotte, if she has an injured arm. And then she pulled out the Lily doll from behind her back. And I have a question. Is this, because she said a few months ago she's done with that character, but now she brought it back. I'm wondering if she just brought it back for tonight, for Tatum Paxley's debut, or if she brought it back for a while. Because obviously Tatum is kind of, goth and scary. Not really supernatural, but kind of fits that Alexa Bliss theme back when she was with Bray Wyatt. So I want to know if this is a one-time thing or if she's actually bringing it back. But what a main roster debut for Tatum Paxley. She shows the Lily doll. The lights turn off. Tatum shows up on top of the ring post and takes out both B-Fab and Meechin. Just absolutely incredible. And a great main roster debut for Tatum Paxley. And this got me extra excited because it makes me think they are actually going to use her because she's in the main event scene. And I think what this might be is the start of the War Games team's formation for the women. Right now, I see it as Charlotte, Alexa, Tatum, Chelsea, and Tiffy maybe up against Jade, B-Fab, Meechin, Lash, and Nia. I really hope. I was really worried that Tatum was just going to get stuck in the same spot that Jordan Grace is in, that Blake Monroe is in, Julia, Kiana James. I was really worried she was going to get stuck in that situation in the women's mid-card where she just wasn't used. But Tatum Paxley seemingly is going to be in the main event scene where she absolutely belongs, and I cannot wait. Genuinely, this is the most excited I've been for an NXT call-up since, Obafemi. Genuinely, I am so excited to see Tatum. The show kicked off with Cody Rhodes and CM Punk interrupting him, and basically all that was said was CM Punk was like, that wasn't fair, so when you want another shot, just say when. Because, apparently they can just do that, so whatever. And then Kevin Owens came out. Cody handed him the mic. So apparently they're bestie boos now or something. And then we had CM Punk and Kevin Owens in their promo. They cut a really solid promo together. And oh my God, they're only going to get better. And Kevin ended it with, this business has taught me to not be a miserable piece of shit like you. And then Kevin ended up shoving CM Punk, and this is just their first promo, and I am so excited. However, what I am a little confused about is that Kevin said the title match is going to be 2 weeks from now on SmackDown in Toronto on August 21st. So I'm assuming then, because this match is so early, it's probably going to end up being a trilogy, which you will not see me complain about at all. Imagine they had that match on SmackDown, they have one at Money in the Bank, they have one at War Games. I mean, that would be awesome. But I do think in this feud, Kevin should win the title. And man, I am so excited for this feud. Then we had a rematch for the United States Championship between Trick Williams and Baron Corbin. And this was, a pretty solid match. But it was kind of lame because it was just the same ending as SummerSlam. Baron hit him with the title and then pinned him and won. Didn't even hit the end of days, just whacked him in the face with the title and won, which was an extremely underwhelming, boring, and lame finish. And there was no Carmelo Hayes interference or anything, just kind of an underwhelming finish to the match. Apparently Trick's supposed to be moving on to bigger and better things, so I don't know why you don't just have this like end clean. Like I don't know, but whatever. But later in the show, Carmelo Hayes made his return and attacked Baron Corbin. And on Twitter after SummerSlam, he said, "Baron Corbin, this your warning shot. Bow." Pew, 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 bow. And now he's going after the U.S. title, which I am extremely excited for. And please, for the love of God, Carmelo Hayes, win the title. The hot take is Corbin might win next week, but only if he uses the title. 2 wins so far since coming back, and both he used the title. Dude, yeah. How about you have him use like the most protected finisher in all of WWE, the end of days? Like, how about you do that instead of having him just whack people with the title every week? We had Chelsea Green's WWE Women's Championship celebration, and then Tiffany Stratton came out, and then Fatal Influence came out, and I was like, oh, this is gonna get juicy. JC Jane in the main event, seeing JC Jade coming after the WWE Women's Championship, and then she was like, no, Tiffany, I'm coming for that title. And I was like, oh, man, I really wanted to see JC in the main event scene, but, it's whatever. It's not that big of a deal. And Tiffy said that she'll give her a title shot next week. If they can have a tag title shot right now, they accepted. They put on a heater of a match. But, oh boy, do I got something to complain about. Chelsea Green, 5 days after winning her title, took the pin. What are we doing? And at first, I was so confused. Why are they having her take the pin? Why aren't you protecting your champions? You did this with Fatal Influence too when they won the tag titles. What are we doing? Why? And then this hot take pointed it out to me. Michael Hayes. What she said to Michael Hayes. I'm dedicating this title reign to Michael Hayes, and then taking it back like a couple days later. This was absolutely 100% unequivocally a way to punish Chelsea Green for saying that, which, like, WWE, grow up. Own up to your mistakes when you make them. How about that? I mean, the ego. Just like, come on, bro. You can't handle getting your ego hurt that much. Like, come on, man. So I loved everything about this except the fact that Chelsea Green took a pin for literally no reason. Then we had a very interesting Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes segment / promo, and this was amazing. My favorite part about this was Cody Rhodes saying, I don't have to, quote, I don't have to be the good guy anymore. Now, the whole time during the SummerSlam build, they were trying to make you think Cody Rhodes is going to turn heel. And I just wasn't buying into it. I didn't believe it in the slightest because that's their golden boy. He sells so much merch. The kids love him. Like, I really, with all my heart, did not see it happening. I want it to happen, and I wanted it to happen, but I just didn't see it happening in a million years. If anything, I predicted CM Punk to do it, to turn heel. But now with Cody Rhodes saying this line, I do think there is a chance. I think it's still highly unlikely, but I think there is a chance that we get heel Cody Rhodes sometime soon. And Randy said he's going to become the worst version of himself, which, obviously adds up with him punting Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 42 after their match, and he lost. Man, I cannot wait for this brutal Cody Rhodes. I want him to punt Mama Rhodes. I want him to go full final boss on his candy ass. I mean, this is going to be good. I am so excited for this feud, especially without the title. Cody ended it with a really great question, though. saying that Randy's the last legend, that he's the last legend around here, and asked who is going to kill him, which, what a line. Man, I can't wait for this feud. It's going to be so good. It's already 10 times better than their WrestleMania build. We had a really interesting video package with Shitstain Nakamura, and he was calling out the Tongans and the MFTs, and he said he's going to be coming back, but not alone. So, well, I don't think this is going to lead to a huge storyline. I am interested to see who it's going to be. The first one that came to my mind was Ilya Dragunov, because I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe Shinsuke went against Ilya Dragunov at some point when he was doing the open challenges. Ilya Dragunov has history with Tama Tonga, so maybe the hot take for this person, it said the Demon. I don't really see that one as much, but I could see it. And I really don't know, but I am slightly intrigued to see who it could be. I really hope it's Ilya Dragunov because he needs to get his ass back on TV. That is going to be it, though. This was an amazing episode of SmackDown. Thank you all so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want, and